to this computer. Yes, here we go. Okay, Parasha meditation for the upcoming Parashat Shoftim. And for this, it's what I have to share with you is based on Netivot Shalom, and it's all about the gatekeepers of the soul. Like we're supposed to appoint shotrim, these judges and these police people. And so we're talking about, in a simple meaning, the society, but in a Hasidic inner level, it's about in our own soul. We need to have the gatekeepers of our soul that make sure to filter through what we take in and what we don't take in. And what are our gates? We have our two eyes, our nose, our mouth, and our ears. And so we perceive through our senses of hearing, seeing, tasting, and also smelling. And so what comes in through these gates, it's very important. We have to know not everything is something that Hashem wants us to look at. Not everything is something Hashem wants us to listen to. And not everything even are we supposed to smell. So we can use all of the gates of our soul for mitzvot. And this is what this Parasha meditation is about. Especially from all the gates, the gate of the mouth needs very careful guarding, both of what enters the mouth and also what comes out of the mouth, as we all know. So it goes both ways. The gate, there's somebody from outside that want to come in, the food, all the junk food, and there's what from inside that want to come in, all the junk thoughts that want to just blah, 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 blah. So there's three things that I try to train myself, and I want to share with you that we could do to help filter what comes into the gate of our mouth and what goes out. So three questions that we ask ourselves, it could be for three different gatekeepers. The first one is it kind? Is it what I'm going to say now kind? That immediately stops a lot of traffic, that first question. Okay, but then whatever gets past this first gatekeeper still needs an additional filtering question like, is it necessary? Not everything needs to be said. And the last gatekeeper could ask, is it in accordance with Hashem's will? Is this what Hashem wants me to say right now? So I need this gatekeeper big time because I have a big mouth and it's really hard for me to keep it shut. But that's like one of the main tikkunim, rectification that I'm working on, and especially as we're going into the upcoming months of Elul. So we can also record that, we have our own judges. It's just like we can record the decisions that we make. It's cheshbon hanefesh, soul accounting. And then we give it over to the spiritual law enforcers to carry out these decisions. So it's really recommended to do that at the time of Elul, especially Elul is the same letters of the word v'ya'alulu, which means that which is the Aramaic translation of v'yaturu, and they went to tour, meaning the spies went to spy out and check and see. And this is what we have to do during Elul. We have to spy and check and see inside of our soul what is going on here and what we want to encourage and what we want to discourage. Okay, so interesting enough, when it says you should appoint Shoftim and Shotrim, judges and law enforcers, it says it in a singular, Titen lecha, give to you. And that is a hint that it's for each individual person, not just for the society. It's like a personal message to each of us to let our eyes, mouth, nose, and ears only get through those gates that which serves Hashem. Okay, so I like what I wrote here, the sentence I've underlined. It is challenging to allow only the kind and amount of food that will give us energy to serve Hashem to enter our mouth, while permitting only words of wisdom and kindness to emerge from the gate of our lips. Okay, and then there's also the training of the eyes, nipping transgression in the bud, because the rectification of the eyes is to train him to look at everything in the world with awe and with recognition of Hashem as the creator of all, as it states. Lift up your eyes on high and see who has created these. Like everything that we see with our eyes, we should look and see, this is what Hashem has created. Wow. And should bring us more awe of Hashem, like when we see nature, for example. All the life that Hashem makes live, all the new flowers that open, the butterflies, all the beautiful things in nature and everything else. Okay, so also it says, you can permeate this sentence that says, it says like this, judges and officers, and it says that Hashem your God gives you, but if you rearrange the word slightly, it can also be read as judges and officers give you Hashem your God. In other words, judges and officers, those are the gatekeepers of our soul, they bring Hashem your God into you, into all of you. This is also what the gates of our souls are for, and the gatekeeper's job is to make sure that what comes in, like through our eyes, it brings us to awe of God. What we smell is like in Haftarah, beautiful smells, scents, to help us feel uplifted and our soul to get closer to Hashem. And also what we hear, and etc. Okay, so now as we're coming into the week that's beginning with Rosh Chodesh Elul, take a paper and pen to record the decisions of the judge that you have appointed. Give then explicit written instructions to your gatekeepers, the ones who are supposed to reinforce the decisions that you make, whatever it is that you make, whether it has to do with food or lashon hara, listening, not listening, smelling, tasting, what else, seeing, whatever you decide. Write down your decision, the changes you want to make, and write down, number 2, the strategies necessary to keep those decisions. 3, determine which things you need to distance from the gate of each of your senses. Make specific list, make it clear. 4, make a proper plan with appropriate fences to enable the police officers of your personal gates to execute the plan. And now with this, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes, because we're going to start the actual meditation. This was just like the introduction. Stand with your spine upright. I'm not going to do that, but this is, I guess, a standing meditation. And your shoulders relaxed, letting your arms hang naturally by your sides. Take a couple of long, slow, and deep breaths. In through your nose and out through your mouth. It's okay to sigh with me. As you exhale, let go of any unnecessary tension. Smile gently and allow your attention to flow deeply in your belly, into your belly, your hips, legs, and feet. Feel your connection to the earth beneath your feet. Coordinate your breathing with taking small steps. Step forward with your right foot as you inhale. Step forward with your left foot as you exhale. So continue in this way. Focus your gaze gently on the ground in front of you. Walk in a relaxed way, slower than you usually walk. As you continue to walk slowly with coordinated breath, become aware of everything on your way that meets your eyes. If you find your eyes resting with a twinge of jealousy on your neighbor's home, car, garden, or anything else belonging to anyone else, call on your first gatekeeper to help stop these feelings from entering the gates of your eyes. Allow your gatekeeper to avert your gaze. Instead, lift your eyes on high. Look at the sky with its silver-laced clouds. and praise Hashem for their creation. Look for other things on your way that you recognize as God's creation. Praise Hashem for being the creator of the swift, chirping bird, the tall and stately tree, and the beautiful flower. Become aware of the sounds that you hear all around you. Call on one of your gatekeepers to keep away, and close your ears to the neighbor's angry, bad-mannered fight, the noise of the impatiently beeping cars, and mother screaming at her kids. Instead, open your ears to focus on the song of the birds, the children's prayer, and the soft rustling of tree branches blowing in the wind. Notice the smells of your environment. Have a handy gatekeeper remove the dog's poop on your path and the smell of a leaking septic tank. Focus on the fragrance of the flowers on your way, the grass and the herbs, as your brushing footsteps release their scent. Make a mental intention to become aware throughout your day of what goes in and what goes out of your mouth. Focused intentions have power and energy to attract whatever you put out there. Call on your gatekeepers to ask the following 3 questions before anything entering or exiting your mouth. Is it kind? Is it necessary? Is it according with Hashem's will? Now, return to your place with a heightened awareness and confidence in the power of your appointed internal gatekeepers to strengthen your resolve to allow only what is kind, necessary, and for the sake of Hashem to go through the gates of your eyes, ears, nostrils, and mouth. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.